Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to just add some time in the beginning here. I need to. Oh, what's up, Tomar? Laugh lines, motherfucker. What's going on? I'm trying to add some more time in the beginning so that more people can kind of like be in by the time I'm up. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. We're gonna do some art stuff today. I've been doing art stuff pretty much almost like every day, but now I'm just gonna put it on stream just because I don't know. I feel like I need to just like put this stuff on here just because like I need to be streaming more, you know? I need to be streaming more. I've been off for like 2 or 3 weeks or something at this point, so yeah, so we're gonna work on Unreal Engine. Yay, yacht May. Yay, not May. Yeah, I gotcha. We're gonna do Unreal Engine. So I got this scene from. Actually, here. I have my Blender thing up so I can show my original start at this whole thing. So I'm gonna swap over to here. Everything's all crazy. I'll just close this stuff up. So this is stuff I modeled off of a concept art, which is by some Ray. Oh man, what was his name? This guy right here. Oh, credit. Ken Faircloth. Alita Battle Angel was what this was for. So the bottom right here is where I got my little camera and stuff set up to try to mimic that. Let's say thanks. About to run errands, so I'll be lurking. Alright, yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, this is probably my first like semi-big project with like Blender since the house that I made like 2 years ago at this point. 3 years ago at this point. But yeah, it was cool. I had a lot of issues sending this into Unreal Engine yesterday. I was pretty much troubleshooting like the whole day because it was just random weird error that nobody has ever heard of, kind of a deal. But I finally got that working today, so we'll see how it goes with adding textures and materials and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, one thing I do like about this project since the house project is I definitely noticed a lot of my meshes, which is like all these little lines and vertexes, and this one's crazy, are a lot cleaner, which is good. Because the house project, oh my god, I was probably troubleshooting the house in Blender I worked on that whole thing for like 2 months. The troubleshooting at least had to have been like 2 or 3 weeks straight of just fixing mesh and stuff. Because really the deal with the mesh and why it matters so much is all these things are like, well, it's ideally supposed to be 4 edges, like just quads or whatever. I think you can do 3-sided stuff too, and that's why some of these things are kind of like that. But yeah, with the house, I had like faces that didn't have all around like I don't know, how would I even recreate that? Like this, you don't have like there's no volume or whatever, so that like screws up stuff like really bad. And there's so many different random issues that I had no idea about because I had never really messed with Blender before. And that was like one of my first projects in Blender. It's probably not a good idea to go on something that ambitious that soon, but I had some crazy motivation back then, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, so this is stuff in Unreal, which we'll mess with that probably later. So now we got some lights. little people. And now we're gonna have to mess with figuring out how we're gonna color and which materials and how we're gonna do it on one spot of the object and a different material for a different spot of the object. And a lot of crazy technical stuff that I honestly don't really know how to do offhand, but we're gonna try to figure it out. So yeah, that's my life. The goal here pretty much is like taking the stuff, so modeling in Blender, right, and getting all the objects, and then we send it over to Unreal. In Unreal, we're gonna do all the materials and the textures and the background, because the background here has like a little city, and we don't have that, so we're gonna have to figure out how to throw that in there. After we do all that stuff, then I'm gonna do probably this whole tutorial course masterclass thing for sending it from Unreal Engine into this thing called Nuke, which is like a compositor, and then that's where I'm gonna add the rain, kind of I mean, I don't know where the lights are gonna come in, if they're gonna be in Unreal or not, but and the smoke, that maybe, I don't know, stuff like that. It's all gonna be in Nuke at the very end. But hopefully it all kind of works somewhat smoothly, because that's kind of what I want my whole life to be. I can do that from beginning to end, and it ends up looking like pretty sick. But we'll see how it goes. Usually with all of these things in 3D, from my experience, it's way harder and more complicated than you think it's gonna be. And sometimes it turns out how you like, sometimes it doesn't. But it's still cool. I like it. I like 3D stuff. I honestly feel like I like this stuff more than drawing, to be honest. I was initially like working on learning drawing fundamentals and stuff a ton, so that I could use that so I can make these concept arts, and then I could do this, and then do Unreal, and then do Nuke. So it'd be a complete, thing. But I mean, I'm still kind of working on drawing. It's just it's a process, It's gonna take a long time. But I've been off of it for a while, so I need to get back on. Anyway, let's mess with this stuff. I don't know if this cylinder is going to give us issues, because this guy right here had some crazy weird error that yesterday I had an entire like laundry list of errors for that same thing, for like that object, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but hopefully I should be fine. We're just gonna kind of go and figure out from there. Worst case scenario. I mean, it's just one object, so it's not like a huge deal. Okay, so we have some resources here. Do I have? Okay. So yesterday I made like this master material thing, is what they call it, where you can plug in like texture maps or images or whatever to kind of make textures, and a master material is just something that has a ton of like parameters and contrast and brightness and different settings that you can adjust for like each aspect of the texture. So I made that yesterday, and I have no idea where it's at. Let me see. Where would that be, actually? How does this work here? We're going to close this. And we're going to open Show in Explorer. Okay. So, was it practicing? Which one was it? I think it was this one. Content, master material. And then, can we just like take that whole thing? So now we import. This is already in the weeds. This is pretty much what a good chunk of the stream's probably going to be about, is just quiet moments of contemplation and trying to figure things out. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay, I guess we're gonna not import it because that doesn't work for those. Oh boy. Alright, well, to Google for the first Google search. Alright. How to import master material from other level. Unreal Engine. Use the migrate function. Migrate? Right click on the desired. Oh. Close. Right click on the desired material in the content browser, select Asset Actions Migrate. And then choose the target project. What in the hell? Sure. Right click. Import a feature. Do. Asset. Migrate. Sure. Save. This ain't working. Alright, so we're gonna save all of this to Alita. And then I'm just gonna open up the master material thing, and then hopefully I can just send it or something. Alright, open. Level? It's a whole different thing. Open project. Practicing. No. I hope everybody's having a good day. I was watching Lithadora last night. He was playing the Kerbal Space Program, which is, I feel like I've always been kind of freaked out about playing that game because it seems like a very hard game since it's like physics based. So I was telling him last night, I was like, I sucked at Besiege. Besiege is like kind of the same deal, except instead of making rockets, you're making like Besiege weapons. But it's all like physics and pistons and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I tried it for a little while and I tried to get a little bit good at it, but it was too much. Too much for my brain. Hey, what's up, man? Having a great day. Made a certain shopkeep angry. I'm glad that you're having a great day. What are we gonna do? Yeah. Materials? Master materials. This guy. This guy. So this is what I did yesterday. I followed a guide, so I'm not nutso. I just followed somebody to do this. But I understand what's going on here, so that's good, at least. And all these little categories and organization kind of helps a little bit whenever you kind of zoom in and mess around with this stuff, you know. But yeah, so this is supposed to give us like full control if we can get it into the other one. So let's look at this stuff again. Import specific assets from larger asset packs. Open the content browser and navigate to the level where the master material is located. Okay, so that's where we're at. Select the material, right click on the master material. So let's close this. What you making? I'm doing so I'm trying to make a 3D like version of this concept art somebody made for Alita Battle Angel. This one up here in the top left. Oh boy. Yeah, this guy. So I modeled it all, and that's what this is in the bottom. And I sent that over to Unreal Engine. And in Unreal Engine, I'm going to be adding all of the kind of like the textures and colors and, you know, the bricks and all that kind of stuff. And maybe this background, if I can find an easy way to do that. And so that's kind of like what's probably going to be just like today. And then hopefully we can finish it, but I doubt it, honestly. This stuff usually takes a long time. But after this, then I want to composite. I want to use a compositor and be all fancy and try to make it look similar to this, like pretty much as close to it as I can, but like in 3D instead of like an actual drawing kind of a thing. So that's the goal. Proud of you. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely a huge learning process to really go through. And honestly, so like my deal is that I'm pretty comfortable, I guess, with Blender, with doing like modeling and stuff. But whenever it comes to texturing and materials, and I've never really even touched compositing. I'm kind of a baby with it, so hopefully it's somewhat of a smooth process, but we'll see. Alright, so we want to do migrate. And we just want well, we need all of this. Yeah. Okay. And then that is going to go into Alita content. Cool. Okay. So now I think we can go back. Boop. 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 Yeah, I found a school that I think I'm gonna try to go to here in the fall. Initially, I was like the plan was to go to Noman in Hollywood. They have like a digital art creation 4-year like bachelor's degree, basically like a bachelor of fine arts. But I found out, don't take the GI Bill anymore because they can't keep up with like the requirements for it. So, what the fuck? I have no idea what just happened. Okay, hang on. I got something in my eye. But yeah, so they don't take the GI Bill anymore. So I had to look for other schools, and I found it's called Think Tank Training Center, which kind of sounds like a scam to me, honestly, when I first heard about it. And honestly, even the website looks like a little predatory to people that want to be in the world of games and film or whatever, because it's like, you know, super cool graphics, and it's like, yeah, be a VFX artist and work in Hollywood and blah 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 or whatever. But I've been looking into them a little bit, and they're pretty legit. They get ranked up in like the top 10 of all the different categories pretty much every year as far as like creative like art schools for VFX and that kind of stuff. So, and they're super cheap too. It's like well, compare relatively cheap. It's like a 16-month program. And if you do it like in person in Vancouver, it's like 60 grand or 65 grand. But if you do it online, which online is not as generalized and it's more focused towards like the stuff I want to do, which is like asset creation and environment art and stuff. It's more focused into that. So it's like, I want the online program more anyways. That's like a third of the price. So it's like, and it's in Canadian. So it's, I think for US it's like 12,000. So it's a little expensive, but I think it's probably worth it, honestly. The content that comes out of that school is pretty good. So what the fuck is all of this? VR editor? Where did any of this come from? Open level? Alita. Open. Engine. This is an engine folder. No wonder. Oh my god. I was like, what happened? Okay, so now we got the master material, which is cool. And we're gonna throw that, well, no, because we need to make an instance, huh? Create material instance. I'm having like these moments of silence because I'm like trying to remember all these things. Okay, so we're gonna do pavement. And then this guy we're gonna open up. Oh god. I'll just keep it like that. Actually, we could just move it to the side. We don't need all that space for that. We'll just keep it like that. Okay. So now we want to find textures to basically put into each of these categories so that instead of it looking like wood, it'll actually look like a, whatchamacallit, a ground. Is that not assigning to that? What's going on here? Oh, okay. So we have an order of precedence we need to mess with. First off is what are you supposed to do with the FBX scene? Boy, what's up, Fnog? How's it going, man? We're doing a crazy technical stream today. I want to make stuff. I'm doing this stuff anyways, but I figured I need to start just streaming what I'm doing in my life. So that's what we're doing. What are you supposed to do with an FBX scene after importing from Wonder? Scene in Unreal Engine. Or more like Mountain Man. Yeah. How you doing, man? Doing alright? It's a long time no see. It's been a long time since I even streamed. I mean, long time. It's been a few weeks, that's about it. Compared to a year or two like it was before. But, yeah. Either way. Hope you're doing good. Okay, when you import the FBX file, the import options, okay, yeah, so import type, blah, 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 blah. Check the imported mesh, open the mesh in the static mesh editor. So I think we just need to go into the FBX scene, which is this guy. And static mesh editor. Which is probably, this is like probably the most basic thing for Unreal. Where is the static mesh editor in Unreal Engine 5?
Navigate to your content browser. Locate the static mesh asset you want to edit and double click on it.
Oh. Double click. Static mesh. Double click. Okay.
Yep. Once open, provides a viewport to view the mesh, toolbar for editing operations, and a details panel to adjust mesh properties.
Okay. I heard you say you were working on this stuff anyway, and then I got hit with ads. But that's cool, man. Damn. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Let me know when you're out of the ad world, if you're not yet. You're out. Okay. I know this isn't a popular thing, but I have the stream also on YouTube. So if you have a blocker for YouTube that works, or if you have premium on YouTube, then you could watch there. I just need to know when people are there so that I can like check the chat, because my system's all screwed up, honestly. I use Restream for multi-streaming, right? And the Restream chat it pulls chat from both of them into the same window, but it doesn't work with Twitch's like channel redemption redeems or like any of their stuff. So it like is really like a crippled version of chat. And then if I have it on the Twitch one, then I don't get the YouTube one, and if I have it on the it's all a whole mess. But if ads is a bane of your existence like it is for mine, you can watch there and then just tell me that you're on there, and then I can throw up that chat too. It's no big deal. Learning any kind of technical program like this can take forever to get comfortable. Yeah, for sure. So Blender I've been kind of messing with since 2021 or 2022. And I feel like that one I've now gotten comfortable with. I stopped for like a year, so like I wasn't messing with it like the whole time, but yeah, it was a whole process, man. Unreal is its own thing for sure too, which I messed with it a good amount when I was making my house, but yeah, Okay, so what are we doing with this? Make sure that it's good. Open the mesh. Inspect the UV maps and ensure normals and tangents are correct. Okay, so UV maps. At least one thing with all this stuff is like, and getting comfortable with Blender at least, is that now a lot of things kind of transfer over, so I understand what these words mean. Not so much with tangent specifically. I feel like that's a new thing that I've been dealing with after importing and exporting, but yeah. How to check UV in static mesh editor. Boop, 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 boop. No worries about ads, they suck, but not the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you probably remember my whole opinion about all that. It's just hate. Okay. Like it wouldn't be that. So the existence of ads is fine, right? But and ads do suck. But it's just the fact that it's on my channel that I can't kill it. One day I'm gonna get out of it. One day. Open the mesh in the editor, then access the UV category within the modeling mode. I kind of remember modeling mode. How do I get to modeling mode? Oh boy. This thing? Perspective, lit, show, epic, re-import mesh, collision, UV. We got 3 channels. What are we looking for here? Modeling tab? No. Alright. How to enter modeling mode. Unreal Engine 5. Click the select mode drop down. The select mode drop down. Where's that at? Well, oh yeah, I get it. I would always want to just turn them off if I could on my own channel. Yeah. It ain't right. Yeah, get some water. I feel like I haven't been talking. Every single time I stream for the first time in a while, it's like I feel like I haven't been talking for like months, even though I have. And enter modeling mode and click the select mode drop down menu in the top left corner. Huh? This? Oh. Hello? Alright, so now we gotta look at a picture or something. God, these... Here, let's just pull this over here because it's bigger. How do we go to... YouTube it is. I would always want to just turn... It's a little different talking to screen. Yeah, for sure. Feeling like, you know, you gotta fill like those open spaces and stuff. Just like constant talking, I guess. Like I definitely don't do that often. How to enter model mode. UE5. Oh boy. I'm gonna go into one of these and it's gonna be like, they're not even gonna mention it because it's so basic. Alright. Here we go. See this guy. Oh, and hang on.
The first thing you want to do is go to edit and go to plugins and make sure that you have the model tools editor mode plugin enabled. To do that, just make sure you check this box and then you'll probably have to restart the editor.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
And go to plugins. The first thing you want to do is go to edit and go to plugins and make sure that you have the model tools editor mode plugin enabled. To do that, just make sure you check this box and then you'll
Well, at least you said it. Plugins. Model. Modeling tools. Okay, so I do have it. Which one is this? That's good.
probably have to restart the editor. Once you've enabled that plugin, just go to the mode and select modeling mode. So the first thing we'll
I don't have that. What in the hell? What are you on here, dude?
just go to the mode.
He's on like the OG viewport. Why would it not be in the static mesh editor? That doesn't make any sense. Freaking AI. I was trying to use ChatGPT to help out a little bit, but they helped me out of the error yesterday. So I will say I don't have full faith in AI at all. With these specific sort of things, but sometimes they help. But I guess not here. Okay.
UV editor. Right clicking on the mesh.
Yeah, so you have to be in modeling mode for this. But my issue is that this is all one object right now because I just imported it and it's all in this FBX scene. So then, what if I just compile? What does this mean? Good to go? Is it good to go? Is it? Sure. Save? No. Okay. Importing mesh is fine, sure. Fix any scale or orientation issues. Object is too small or large, go to details, adjust scale, set up materials and textures. Generate. We're gonna get through this. ChatGPT is super hit or miss. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Last year? Was it? Yeah, last year. Last year in the fall, I pretty much did a huge commitment to using ChatGPT and trying to see how I can use it to help me with like creative stuff in general. Not for like, I'm weird with AI and creative stuff, so I do it in a very specific way. But yeah, it was really interesting figuring out where it kind of falls short and how like there's times where I've asked about stuff and they've provided sources and the sources are completely wrong. Like it's either like completely out of context or not even related to what the thing was that I was talking about, or it's just flat out not right. So I very much take it with a grain of salt, but I try to use it sometimes because it is helpful in some ways. It's just not a lot of ways yet. Yeah, ba-doo. Adjust collision. No, we're not gonna adjust collisions. Fine. Test optimize performance. So am I just supposed to mess with just this? Is this like my life? Is this? I guess we'll just kind of go with it. So this guy is gonna have this material. So is this pavement and pavement. Yeah, I've asked it for song lyrics so many times, and it gives me entirely the wrong ones, and then a detailed description. Yeah, so yeah, ChatGPT is weird with stuff like that. Like, they're like, you want a ton of context and instructions, but the actual stuff, it's really where which you would think it would be the opposite, but whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna mess with the instance. We're just gonna kind of go with it, see. Because honestly, yeah, I think that we can edit enough with this that it might not be a big deal. So let's pull this guy back over to the side. Maybe. And then we'll just do like that. And then now we want some textures, which is going to be a process on its own. Texture free textures for Unreal Engine.
Okay. I just need to find like a good website or something, and then I can. It'll be a lot faster after that. It's just this first one is gonna be a whole ordeal. They say textures.com is the place you want to go to, but they only have like 60 different free ones, and then everything else is paid. So like, is it really the place to go? Well, let's see if any of these at least we can pull them up. That one maybe, you might be able to do that. Because another thing too that I found out is that the textures that they give you aren't always the exact ones, like the exact format that works with the master material. So this gives albedo, normal, or roughness. Okay, so these are good. Log in. Oh boy. Alright, hang on. Create. Check your email to activate. Alright. Activate. Okay. Close. Download. So now I have an SBSAR file, a Sibsar, which I have no idea how to do anything with that. How to use a Sibsar file for materials, Unreal Engine 5. A meteor. This is actually supposed to be wood. Whenever it's on a cylinder, then it makes more sense. But a meteor would be cool. We're not there yet. Substance archive file. Okay. For materials, you need to install the Substance plugin. Oh, for Unreal Engine. Plugins. Substance. It's not there. Okay. How do we do this? Let's do, open the content browser. Right? No. Here. Now here. No. Here. Textures. We're gonna do new folder. And this will just be normal materials. Import. We'll just see how it works. I don't know. Downloads? No. No. Okay. File. Edit file. Asset. What in the hell? Well, really what they should do is that they should have instructions here on the website. So let's see. To use a Substance file, you need Substance support in your 3D engine or graphics program. Okay, so then there should be a freaking plugin then. It's not like substance is a. Was I not spelling it right? No. I was like, damn it. Okay. Acting. That's not a good sign. This guy says substance to Unreal is absolutely horrible. How do I get my substance materials into? When you have a material, there's no option to save as export the textures as separate maps. Oh my. That's for people that have substance. I don't have substance. Can we just straight up take downloads? And we're gonna do close, and we're gonna just click, drag, and just take it somewhere. Okay. Open. Ooh. Failed to import. Unknown extension. Throw some music or something on. We're just gonna do like some lo-fi or something. It's probably gonna mute the whole stream. But also whatever. Turn this down a lot. Because I feel like I work a lot better with complete silence, but I also hate that whenever I'm streaming, so I'm gonna just have something here. Something like that. Is that audible? It looks like it is, but I don't know. Or too loud or anything. It might be a little bit too loud. Sounds fine. Cool. We'll do exactly that there. Okay. That was a little too intense. Okay, to import SBSAR files into Unreal, you'll need to install the Substance 3D plugin. Oh, so you have to go to a whole different website. Okay. Click on the download link to obtain the plugin, open the launcher, navigate to search for all this for a texture. Get the plugin. We'll probably need to get this eventually anyway, so it's not a big deal. And my library. Okay. We're gonna compile. We're gonna save all. And then we're gonna throw up Epic. Library. Search substance. Oh, maybe here. Substance. But I added it to my library. Substance. Okay. Download. We'll just do this. If it'll let us. Okay. I kind of don't. So Unreal Engine, like they changed from having their own asset store to this fab thing, and it is like a huge headache. I feel like it's cool because they like combine other different asset stores that are like really popular all together, but it don't help very much here. So it should be like recent. Can I have it? Is there a recent? No. Oh, this thing? That's probably what we needed. Okay. There we go. Install. Install. Okay, I'm not really feeling this music. This music's kind of wacky. Music for underwater level. I just need something that's almost nothing. I feel like that's fine. I just need stuff like that. Just chill. This music sounds like I'm getting my nails done at a salon. Oh man. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's close all this stuff. Epic Games. Gosh. This is my vibe. At least for working on really crazy stuff that I need my brain, you know. What about you? Do you work with music or no? I feel like most people do. I feel like that's a pretty common thing. Oh yeah, Alina. Sometimes I do, but it's just most of the stuff that I do is just so like it feels so in the weeds that I need like 100% focus almost, you know? Not as much as like coding, so I guess not 100%, but yeah. Coding's crazy. I tried learning FL Studio. Oh, okay. For a while, but I just got kind of bored. I much more enjoy just playing the guitar. Oh, I was just saying about like listening to music. Like, do you listen to music while you work on or study or do stuff like that? Because even with studying, like I can't really. I'm better. Like it's just that I'm better with complete silence. 2 asset. Reopen them. Yeah, that's cool. And then open level. Alita. Okay. Reminds me I need to repaint my nails. The purple is all chipping off. I don't think I've ever gotten my nails painted before. I actually got a Christmas present this year that is a nail or a dog nail painting kit for Pepper. I haven't done it yet. Let's see, I must have music but no lyrics, otherwise my mind will drift. Yeah, definitely agree. I cannot do like my normal music that I like, you know, like I can't do those because even though I've heard the same songs probably a million times since like I was, I don't know, like 10. I still can't do it. It's just too much. It demands my attention. Okay. So where were we? We need to get this substance thing. Edit plugins. Substance. Hey, there we go. And now we need to restart again. Maybe I could have done that before. That's cute. Is it cute? Is it cute? Hey man, you gotta get that Infinity Nikki. You gotta get that game, dude. We're gonna be so oh yeah, the nails is cute. That makes sense, yeah. I was like, I don't know why you're saying that too, but yeah. She gonna be so pretty. Maybe we'll do that at some point. I mean, whenever I do it, I'll definitely show her off on stream a little bit with that, but I don't know if we'll do it on stream. Like painting my nails. The process is a moment of zen. I could see that. The fact that it annoys bigots is a plus. I'd do a black. I feel like I would do that. Try it out. I don't know if black would work with me. I don't know. How does that work? Do you match it? Do you wear matching? I mean, you have a lot of purple shit, so you like purple, so I'm sure that's easy. I'll get Infinity Nikki when you get Marvel rifles. That's fair. That's fair. I might do it at some point, just so that you get that game. I need dude, I need a freaking first-person shooter. That's what I need. I haven't had. I mean, I played Modern Warfare, like the new Modern Warfare. I don't know if I played Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I played Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't play it all the time. I'm a stan for Modern Warfare, so like they got me with that. Okay, so, but oh, and this too, open. But man, it's because I threw in like 60-70 days of time, you know, straight on just Modern Warfare 3 or 2. I don't even remember. I have like so much. I have a lot of time on Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I'll just say that. But yeah, I need that itch again because I got kind of good, but I'm not very good at the jetpack crazy shit. I don't like that. I just want to run around and maybe slide, and kill people, you know. But in a video game, so I have a few purples I use, and then I have a pink that has black flakes in it. Oh, that's cool. I always like seeing the those videos where they do like the crazy freaking like resin, and you know, I don't know if they use actually like resin, but you know, like that kind of stuff where it looks like almost like 3D in the nails. That's really fucking cool. Okay, so now that we have that, we've installed the plugin, we enabled the plugin. You can import directly into your project by dragging and dropping them into the content browser. Okay, so what we were trying to do. That's pretty cool. Grab and drag, man. Substance import options, default instance, energy pool. We're just gonna put like, I don't know why would they name that energy pole, by the way? Like, this is the texture of a light post or a light pole or whatever. What do you call those? Light pole, street light? What do you? I bet that's one of those words where it's like completely different and different, like in England or whatever. What do you call a street light in England? Lamp post or a light pole. It's called a street light or a street lamp. Street lamp. It's also known as a lamp post, light pole, or light standard. Now see, if I talk to somebody over there, they would probably say light standard or some shit, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Anyway. Let's name it, I don't know, it looks like concrete to me. This, that just looks like concrete. It doesn't look like, what's going on here? God, that's slow. 4K. Okay, let's just get out of this. We're just gonna do concrete. Street lamp for you? Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like I've never even heard that before. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, you know. I know what you mean. There's some really talented nail artists out there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's some cool stuff out there. Material, template type. Okay, material. I don't think that I want to create a material. Import. Maybe that was the wrong option. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. Now we can do some stuff. So we're gonna pull up this instance again for the 12th time. Materials, pavement. And we're gonna put it right here. Yeah, dude. Now we're gonna pull up our old content browser, and we are going to take this base color, and that's gonna go right here. We have to enable it, and then chapow. Okay, and then the normal. Chapow. That looks crazy. Do they have graffiti on the light standard? And roughness. It's gonna cause some problems. It didn't look like it had anything on them. The hail. Roughness. Okay, well, let's mess with this now. So, tiling 0.3, 0.25, sure, 0.25. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Which is totally not what it was. So why did we even get this in the first place? Oh my god. Oh yeah, wait, did I tell you I went skydiving with Kachap? No, that's awesome. Hell yeah, that's awesome. How was that? That's cool, man. Oh, we almost went. She convinced me by, like, I've never been convinced this way, to go skydiving, and, well, I've never been convinced this way in general, but, maybe I have. I don't know. I'm just saying words. She basically was like, if you, she's like, well, I'm gonna go anyway, so if you, like, basically, if you don't go, I'm still gonna go. And, like, we were on deployment in Germany, and that was, like, you know, we were friends, and everybody else was, like, toxic and not cool, and, you know, there was a couple people that were alright, but me and Kachow were the ones that were hanging out. And going to some places and stuff, because if we didn't, then we weren't gonna go fucking anywhere. We were just gonna stay, you know, in the barracks or whatever you call it. It was like, yeah, but yeah. So she was like, if you don't go, I'm still gonna go. And I was like, well, fuck. Now I feel like I'm gonna be missing out. And so I did a lot of research. And then I was like, all right, maybe it'll be okay. It's just terrible until you jump, and then it's bad for a second, and then it's okay. That's what it sounds like. And then we went there and it was booked up for like weeks, so we didn't get to go. Flew to Seattle and we jumped. I was terrified. Yeah, see, that's exactly how I was gonna be too. But it was super fun. No regrets. It was wild. That's awesome, dude. That's cool. Was it like in Seattle, or it was like out of, like, did you have to like drive a little ways out of the way, or what? I almost had an opportunity to go when I was in Guam too, which that would have been crazier, because fucking, you know, Guam is like a tiny little, you can drive from the south end to the north end in like 45 minutes or something. So like the reason, well, you know, I didn't go there because I'm gonna land in the water and I'm gonna be fucked. Snohomish, okay, yeah, I know Snohomish. Yeah, I was super scared, but as soon as I left the plane, I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's exactly how I was expecting to. We could see Seattle during the jump, probably like an hour of Seattle or so. Yeah. I'm thinking of Snoqualmie. I think, yeah. I don't think I've been to Snohomish or anything, but I remember the name from when I was over there. That's cool though, man. I'm glad you got to go. That's awesome. I'm gonna go at some point. But I need that very specific, like, process to happen again. Where somebody else is going, but they don't care if I go or not, so there's no pressure on me. I feel like the pressure is the worst thing. Oh my god, you're live. I'm working and now I'm lurking. Also watching and probably chatting. What's up, UA? It's good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hope work's going alright today. Trying to find some textures here. Because this one's not gonna work out. I was thinking it was going to. Well, you know what? Honestly, we have control over this. Let's take this off and we're gonna enable this color, okay? And then we're gonna go to, what is that, ambient occlusion? And we're gonna turn that off. Okay, so now we have this, which has roughness and stuff as bumps, but that's about it. So let's do color darker. I don't know. I'll do it like that. Just for now. 0.5. No. 0.25. I think that's fine. And then is that also... So we'll probably need a new instance for the stairs then. Good to see you too. Yeah, just answering questions about pepperoni shelf life. What's the shelf life of pepperoni? Now I need to know. I can send you a link to the video if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Oh, well. Send me on Discord. Did you do like a GoPro? Or what? You were hooked up with somebody, right? I don't think you can do it. Like, you have to do it like 3 times or something until you can do it on your own. Taking a handful of different vitamins and oils to keep my system running. My mom does that. She takes a lot of different like types of vitamins, and she like tests out different things like every day, or not every day, but you know, like frequently, just to like see if stuff will help. And she'll find like a magic vitamin, I guess, that helps her with a lot of stuff. 180 days frozen. Okay.
7 days of opened and thawed. This is pepperoni. They're 10-pound bags for pizza joints, so they go through it quick. But they wanted to make sure. So you get 7 days. Okay. I like me some pepperoni. I usually get pepperoni. You don't need to watch now, but of course. You don't need to watch now, of course, but it's in the team. Alright, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man, that you got to go. I will be heading back to that area in August, so I'm going to be moving around a lot this year, which I'm excited for personally. So next month, I'm going to be going down to San Fran to go to GDC 2025, which is a game developers conference. Because on LinkedIn, I got there's like this community games community leader. If you watch the Game Awards, it was actually one of the guys that won an award for community outreach, or oh no, it was a Game Changer award. He won that, and it was like the first time they had awarded that for anybody. Basically, he like posts really in-depth like job workbooks for games, like games industry jobs, because there's layoffs and it's just a really bad in the industry right now for careers. But he like does everything that he can basically to kind of help people out with layoffs or like getting jobs after layoffs and stuff like that. Anyway, he was doing a kind of in conjunction with that sort of stuff. He was doing like a thing. I guess it was like a not necessarily even really a drawing, because it's more specific towards like people in their situations. Like he did like a survey thing, and depending on your answers and stuff, you're put in priority over others for getting a ticket to go to GDC. And I got a ticket. He had a bunch of like different sponsors and stuff that were paying for him, and I think it was like 200 or 300 tickets he got, or something like that. But yeah, so I got a ticket to that. So now I'm gonna go to San Fran, and hopefully I'll be able to hang out with Nemi and Fenice, and that'll be fun. And then what's after that? In the summer, I'm gonna be going to the old Midwest and hanging out there for a little while, and possibly working at a brewery for a little bit with my. It's like a family brewery that they started up. They said that I could be like a cook, or I could help with the brew stuff in the back. So I think that'd be pretty cool. And then in August, I'm gonna be road tripping, because the farmer I worked for in Norway is gonna be coming out, because they were like they never went over to the States because they've always been terrified, and they just see all the news from the States, and they're just like, everybody's got guns and everybody's crazy and nutso. But they took a chance on letting me work with them, and now they know that I'm not a terrible person, I guess. And we've been kind of staying in touch, so they're gonna come over in August, and we're gonna do like a little road trip and pretty much go from, the plan is like Seattle, and hit a bunch of places on the way, down to LA, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we might do like San Diego or something now, because I really wanted to do Los Angeles because of that school was there, but now that I'm not going there, it's not big deal. So we'll see. But that's going to be August, and then that school that I want to go to starts in October, and that'll be like until I think January of 2027. So that'll be a whole nother round of chilling at home, pretty much. But I'll be busy from the sounds of it. And they said that to expect pretty much like 60-hour weeks of working on projects and stuff, because you're learning like it's the same deal as this. You're learning whole new programs, and you're making like pretty good like projects and stuff. And same deal as the school in LA, which is a reason why I really like this school. Sorry, I know I'm on a rant all
we'll read the chat. But yeah, this school also has people in the industry that are actively working that also teach. So you get a lot of the current industry standard kind of like processes and, you know, stuff like that. And then your last project that you can do, your final project, you pick out a mentor that you want out of their list, which they have like, you know, a lot of people. And you can work with them, and they like meet up. You meet up with them like every week, and they give you like kind of advice, or, you know, you like set a project layout basically that you kind of want to do, and then they kind of tell you if it's like a little bit too far out of scope for you, or if it might be too much, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And the way that they grade your projects just throughout the school is that they give you a little short video of breaking down your project, so it's like art direction. They're really cool shit. This building looks neat. Yeah. This is from an Alita Battle Angel concept art that I'm working on, or not working, working off of. It's Ken Fairclough. There is the artist, and then I built the stuff based off of that. Okay. It's a good idea, great option. Wait, doing alright. Been taking a long-term hiatus from working so I can get my future ideas in order. Been thinking of getting your PhD, actually. Dang, Dr. Fnog. It's awesome, right? Yeah, I'm excited. Brewmaster. I wanna get into brewing. That'd be cool. They have some pretty good beer there too. Like, it's not just your run-of-the-mill like typical stuff. Some of it, some of it is. But like, they got a couple like bangers that I'm like, this kind of reminds me of Europe. Being able to make beer will be a great skill to have. Yeah, absolutely. Understand how they feel up there. Yeah. Fuck. Understand how they feel. You're a good example to all humans from anywhere. Thanks, UA. Thanks. Appreciate you. Damn, that's nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope that it's like as much work. Well, here's my thing, is that even if it isn't that much 60 hours like required or something a week, I'm still gonna be putting that much time in, because I'm doing this shit off of my own initiative and my own kind of motivation, so you actually put me in an environment where like everybody else is doing the same shit, and you have actual teachers that are doing this instead of like Googling an AI searching every single little thing. Yeah, I hope that it turns out real cool in the end, because I got some big ideas that I want to do, but I need to learn a lot to kind of execute, I'm dying. But yeah, I'm very excited to get out of the house, because I feel like I've been here so I got back from backpacking like a year and a month ago, and pretty much since then I've basically just kind of been here, which is fine. I get to hang out with family and stuff like that, which I haven't really been able to do when I was in the Navy, so that's cool. And I also get like time to work on this stuff, which is nice. Great resources to learn, just being able to focus on it and have that real expert help. You already get what is up with it, you'll hit the ground running. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So like my issue is that I really lack 2D skills, which they really wanted you to get decent at least, and for Nomen, like the original school I wanted to go to, because that can affect basically like here of me setting up my camera right here. There's
you know, there's these lines that lead towards this like center, which I've kind of learned from different, you know, like looking up different videos about art and stuff, that like there's different things of why this works well. So I'm kind of getting some of that stuff, but there's probably a lot in that field that I'm still kind of missing. So I'm still working on 2D art a little bit, and sticking with it a little bit. That's where I feel like I'm gonna be lacking the most, is skills in that, because then you go on those discords for both of those schools, the original one and this new one I'm going to, and everybody's fucking crazy on 2D, obviously, you know, like it's just everybody's nutso, because they've been doing it probably like their whole life, or for 10 years at that point or something, and I'm over here like I can draw a few lines. Drawing the eye around the picture, yeah, the way lines go and use of negative space and everything. Yeah, it's a lot of different things, but it's cool to learn. I like all this stuff. Let's do stuff. I feel like I've been not doing stuff. Materials. We're gonna make a new instance. Stair. Pavement. Okay, so this one we're gonna save, and we're gonna close. Actually, we're just gonna open this right here, and then we're gonna close this guy. And you are gonna go on to there. There. Cannot set. Is it already a child? It's already a child. Alright, well, we're gonna say this. So we pretty much want these two to match, because this looks crazy. Is really what the issue is here. So we honestly, I feel like we kind of want that level of detail. So we need to match this guy to that. Parent? Physical material? Stair? No. Stair. Cannot set stair pavement as a parent. This is already a child of this. Oh. So then if I change this, okay, so this doesn't affect, right? I'm so confused. All right, Google. How to assign a child instance to an object. Or assigning a child object to a variable type parent. I can't art for shit. Words and music are my thing. Would you do any 2D pixel art? Pixel art's kind of crazy. I've seen some pixel art, and yeah, it's kind of crazy how you can. I mean, really, we did that in. Let's see. Can we go to our art room? Let's. Oh boy, art room. This is our art room. Yeah, have you seen this phenomenon? I did a couple. I mean, I think me and UA both kind of did a little bit of pixels on. Oh boy, which one was it? Let's how do we do this? Zoom? There we go. Yeah. So we did this all together for my first stream back. And these little itty bitty drawings that are throughout the little, you know, on the right side over there. Oh, and you know, I got the number wrong. I just watched Titanic last night. It's been 84 years, I think, not 74.
But yeah, each of those guys are pretty much like pixels because it was so small. I just remember when you made a drawing of the cheese knight and gave me a badonkadonk. Yeah, I still got that. I still got that in one of my sketchbooks over here. I love looking back at that whole piece. Everything on it is so good. And Carl crying in the corner with his bare feet out. It's so funny. But yeah, alright, let's move back over. Oh, that's me. Jump scare, sorry. 3D. Oh, more jump scares. There we go. The law of thirds. Yeah, law of thirds. Yeah, honestly, I would be kind of cool to get a degree in photography because I feel like that would help so much with this type of shit, you know? It's all kind of connected. Texture mapping is a weak spot. Yeah, texture maps is kind of hard. I have a hard time visualizing stuff in my head, so the idea of spacing and orienting patterns and textures over 3D objects is a tough one. Yeah, I get that. I just remember what. Yeah, it was good times. Those are good times back in the day. Alright, so let's do. We want. Let me go back to reading. I think maybe if we. Something here. Cannot sister parents. Okay, so if we go here and we open that back up, pavement, and we mess with this, no, it's messing with both. So these need to be separate. So let's clear out the material. How do we do that? Double click? Right click? Because over here we're messing with these things, but we don't need to be messing with these things. These are both, like, different. Okay? Like, we move that, and then that's not the same. Yeah. So, we need to figure out that's stairs 1. Can we double click this? Right click? Open this. Maybe? Oh god. No. No. I don't want to code anymore. I quit. I gave up. No. Okay. Now let's do Visual Basic. Oh man, we'd be here for like 3 years. Jesus. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Find class. Nope. Okay, what if we go here? Can we like... No. So it's in importing in 18. It's stairs 1. Stairs. It's not here. Why isn't it here? Isn't this what What in the hell is going on here? Where's my mesh? stairs 1. It's gone. It's gone. It's interesting how you can bring coding into Blender to make objects automatically. Yeah, that's crazy. I haven't touched or looked at any of that kind of stuff, so I have no idea what really you can do with coding with it. I know there's like the procedural stuff, but I feel like that's like with nodes. I think on Unreal specifically, you can do either with C#, I think, or with nodes. But obviously the coding is a lot more efficient and all that kind of stuff, you know. God, is it an engine? Can't be an engine, right? It's not there. Where's my object? Where are you? It's not hidden, is it? Oh my god, it's on the right side. Stupid. God. Alright. So... so here's where all of this stuff is that we need, right? So it's pavement, we want stairs. Stair. Done. It all worked out, yeah. Jeez. Stair. Okay. Now we go back to this. And boop. And boop. I was using GPT to generate Python code to make bricks and stuff for making a castle. Oh, that's cool. When I tried to get it to make the castle from scratch or the landscape, it did a funny job at it. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like the bricks would be neat to really kind of figure out. I don't know. It's cool. My anaconda don't want none unless you got codes, huh? Oh, coding. How I feel about you. Okay, so pavement is that one. So we want this one to be smaller. 0.1. God, do we want it to be even smaller? 0.01. I feel like it's gonna start repeating too much. Oh, well, no. That's better. Okay, we're gonna move this over here really quick. And we need to change our speed. So, which one's our speed? Rotation set. I think it's this. No, it's this. Oh god. You either get 0.33 or 1. 0.75. No, okay, so it's... I was joking at first, but I guess that's real. Let's do tiny bit smaller. So like 0.008. No, 75. 0.0075. I don't think you wouldn't be able to tell a difference there. That's fine. Now, the question is it too small? Is it too detailed? Because I feel like for the stairs, it works right. For this, you're never going to see any of this detail. But at the same time, we're trying to get this guy, which is like, you see more of the rain and the shine than you see the actual thing. So, I think that's okay. you don't really see detail. Making a castle out of individual bricks murdered the resources. Oh yeah, I bet. I get like textures are better than making each small object sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of objects. And especially like depending on, I was kind of just imagining like straight up just erect. I don't know, I guess it depends on how big the castle is, and yeah, there's a lot of different things that go with that. But yeah, that's still cool that you can do that though. And honestly, really, maybe you'd probably be able to get away with making some cool textures with AI, honestly. And that would be really cool, because then you don't have to look for fucking textures like I was just doing for like an hour. It felt like, what's going on here? And I guess you'd never see that. But that's why the house took me so long. I was so OCD about everything. Okay. So we have pavement. Period. We have pavement. Next, which we'll edit this more later whenever we start doing more things, because this is pretty basic for right now. I don't know, let's look at the settings just to see if there's something worthwhile to adjust. So we got colors done, tiling is fine. No. Now see, we're gonna do this. I need like a cheat sheet for specular and ambient occlusion. I feel like I kind of understand ambient occlusion now, but what is specular? Relating to mirrors or having the properties of a mirror. Reflection. It's a reflection thing. It's oh boy, this guy. Let's just go here, jeez. Okay, zone of light, area of diffuse, highlights. Oh yeah, it's like this guy. It's how much this is kind of, which we're gonna need. So we do want specular. Reflection of light. Okay. Which is kind of weird because it's like pavement, but enable herbal. Oh no, we need a specular map for this. Right? Maybe? No. That's just turning it off. I remember when I made that. Well, I mean, what if we just have this thing? What's up with this? Brightness, contrast. Nothing. Okay. That's fine. We got our roughness. And we can mess with this. Kinda. Yeah, maybe we want to tone this down a little bit, so that we get some reflections later. Let AI read some of my poetry and asked for ratings. It was like 9 out of 10. I was like, bro, be honest. And it was like, okay, 5 out of 10. And then it misinterpreted a line, so I explained. It was like, oh, okay, 9 out of 10. Like, this is useless. That's funny. Yeah, the brick texture looks pretty good for something I almost put almost no effort into. Yeah, that's cool. One time I asked ChatGPT to roast me based on my interactions with it, and it was awesome and brutal. That's cool. Yeah, one time I asked it just like, I asked it how I ask questions and like, what can I do anything to improve how I ask questions, or like, you know, all that kind of stuff. And he was like, wow, you did good. But now I'm like, maybe I should have said, be honest. That's funny. Okay. Honestly, don't really like the shine on the stairs, but maybe that's how it... Well, in the original... Oh, fuck. Do we have the... Oh, yeah. Okay. So, in the original... I'm not really seeing the top of the stairs. So it's kind of like... God, that? So you kind of see more of the ground reflection. Oh. I feel like that kind of would be appropriate. I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know if it's better to do the rain reflections now or when I'm compositing later. But I feel like it's probably better. It feels like it would be better if I did it now. What's this contrast gonna be like? No, we'll just do that at 1. Okay. We don't have any surface imperfections. But maybe we could add some with just a random thing. Like, what do we got here? Smudges? What if we do, I feel like we have some of these somewhere. Let me look around for a second. You're basically Milton, but with Wi-Fi. You're like a philosophical Batman, always prepared, always analyzing, but way more into Puritan poetry than punching criminals. I won't put them all in here, but holy shit, these are great. That's funny. Textures. Okay. Smudges. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I honestly don't know if these are even really like non-commercial use, so I'm like kind of iffy about using some of these anyway. White plaster. No, okay. If this will let me just drag it in, that would be cool. I don't know if it will. No. But we can drag it in under here. So we'll do materials. And we're gonna make a folder, and this is gonna be pavement. We're gonna put all you in here. And we're gonna rename it because we already have that material somewhere else. So really what we should do is change this. Rename. Textures. And then rename. Textures. Okay. And then now we do pavement. Now, we go in here and we import this. Okay, and then we're gonna put this onto here because we don't want smudges. Okay. So brightness. Ooh, yeah, here we go. We're doing something. Let's do like, I don't know, just like 10. And then contrast. We can adjust so many different things on this. So maybe we'll be able to do something in this. Let's do contrast. And this way we kind of get some more of this roughness sort of stuff, which you really only see a lot on the reflection itself. So let's try to get, oh god, it's like that. So we probably went in a little bit less. Oh. Minimum and max tiling. Just keep that at 0. I almost say we want it bigger. Maybe not that big. 2.8. Don't like that at all. You guys know what a game I think about really often is Firewatch. Have you guys ever played that game? It's very good. Blend? What's blend? Oh, like how much? That's fine. This feature is good to be able to see the texture. I think you can change the shape of it too. Yeah, I should probably try to test that out. Plane. Yeah, it's kind of weird with. No, that's good. God, can we zoom out a little bit? Yeah, I like this. You don't have this thing in Blender. This is nice. Firewatch is dope. Yeah, I listened to the soundtrack. Oh, for like 2 years before you tried the game. That's crazy. There's a really cool. If you're into kind of like level design and game development and stuff, there's a cool lecture that one of the developers made where they talked about how everybody worked together on making all the assets and making it look like it's all unique and it's not like copied and pasted and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I think it was like they worked all on Unity together, which typically you can't work on Unity simultaneously. They did something where they were working at the same time in Unity or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it's like a two hour, I think, lecture thing. It's pretty good. It was cool. Walking simulator with a great story. Yeah, it's cool. It's like you're a ranger out in the woods, so it's got a lot of nature and stuff. And yeah, it's a really good story. It's really cool. The intro is I feel like not controversial, but it's divisive, I guess, for some people, because it's one of those things where it's they give you options to do one thing or the other in the intro narrative kind of thing, and both of them are pretty terrible, and the story leads that way in the intro, and then it's just a setup for the actual game. But
and then it's not like that after that. But man, that beginning is kind of, it's a little rough, like emotionally, I guess. But it's really good. It's really good. It's pretty short, kind of indie game-ish, I would say. Like it's like 20 hours maybe. So it's like a bigger for an indie game, I guess. It's very good though. Also, Don't Blink is really good. And that one's really, really short. That one's like, I think I beat that in like a few hours or something. But that one was cool. That's like the one where they have like the camera tracking thing. I'm sure you guys know about it. I feel like most of the time I play PUBG. It's a walking simulator. I want to try that game now. Yeah, it was good. No Unity in Unity. Hey, we got 100 messages in chat, you guys. We won. Good job. Congratulations, UA. You submitted the 100th message in chat. You win bragging rights. If you want to check the best, I am, in my opinion, check out What Remains of Edith Finch. Dude, I need to get that. I need to play that game. I feel like I heard about it so much, and now that you say that, in this conversation, now I feel like I really need to play it, because I really love Firewatch. Shit made you cry like a baby. Searching both on Steam. Firewatch took me 5 hours to beat. What were you doing in there? Well, let me see what I got on there. Maybe I overestimated. I don't know, man. I'm exploring. There's a lot of different things out there to find. I'm playing with this kneaded eraser. This is just fun. It's a fun, what do you call that? It's a fun physical, is it fixation? I don't know. Textile entertainment. Why is Steam not starting? Okay, featured. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel 3rd Anniversary Edition. Got any other Yu-Gi-Ohs on here? I already have that one, apparently. Oh, it's free to play. They got Legacy of the Duelist, and that's on sale for $10. That's pretty cool. You know what they don't have? Which they never have. I told Kinda a Nasty Dude about it, and hopefully he ends up playing it, because I really liked it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. That's a good game. That was on PS2. Firewatch. I have... Oh. I have exactly 5 hours also. So, never mind. Huh. I don't know why I thought I had 20. Oh, these are probably spoilers. Anyway, yeah. 5 hours. You right. This calls for a limoncello LaCroix. There's a limoncello LaCroix. Interesting. What does that taste like? I guess it's probably just like lemon flavored or whatever. I just think of limoncello and I think of, like, you know, the alcohol. But I'm sure LaCroix can't, unless they have alcoholic LaCroix, I don't know. Stimming. Maybe that was what I was thinking of. I don't know. We gotta figure that out now. English. Similar, what is it? Synonym. That was what I was trying to think of. Regulating? No. Man, this guy said regulating. Stimming. Invigoration, incitement, refreshment.
Was that a, is that slang? Maybe that's slang. Well, beats the shit out of me. I don't know. It's fine. But stimming makes sense because it's like stimulation or whatever, I guess. Anyway, materials. I feel like that's okay. I think that maybe we want just a tiny bit more reflectiveness. So we're gonna do like 102. Okay, so then we need to turn this down a little bit. I don't know. I like those smudges though. We'll just keep it for now. I think it's fine for now. We can mess with the reflections more later, I'm sure. Save. Okay, let's get out of this pavement stuff. Now we've got something. And then if we compile, okay, we'll see how it goes later when we add lights. Alright, now we want to do what? Almost tastes like Fruit Loops. A LaCroix almost tastes like Fruit Loops. Sorry, but I'm gonna press the doubt button. I feel like every LaCroix I've ever had, I just can't. I just can't. Like, not even a little bit. One time, we were on deployment in Germany. Guam. We were in Guam. One of my bosses used to drink LaCroix every day or whatever, and he, I don't know if he went there and he grabbed this, or I went there and I grabbed it, and I didn't realize, or somebody didn't realize that it was, zero calorie or diet or something like that LaCroix, and it was probably the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. Like, I could not do that. I don't know if I've definitely not tried all the flavors or anything, but I do not have a good experience with LaCroix. It almost tastes like Fruit Loops, but yeah, it tastes better than that one. The booze version. Oh, there is a booze version. Interesting. Assuming it's like a self-soothing behavior. Yeah, I feel like I've heard that a couple times. I'm just surprised that there's not a I don't know, like a better or a different, I don't know, some other word. I feel like stimming just kind of sounds odd to me. It's like I'm stimming, getting that stim on, you know. Took me a minute to put my finger on it. I was eating crackers or something, and I drank limoncello LaCroix, and it was like, I just ate a bowl of Fruit Loops. That's interesting. On its own, it tastes pretty sweet. Okay, compared to the rest of the flavors. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, because, like, they do not taste sweet at all to me. So, but I don't think I've seen a limoncello one before. That's cool. Alright, what are we gonna do? Honestly, these borders around the doors are pretty close to the pavement, so we wouldn't have to do a lot to find a new texture and all that. So let's do that. And we'll probably make a new instance too, because these aren't going to be reflective at all. Yeah, this is cool. I feel like I'm doing stuff, you know? This is neato. Well, LaCroix doesn't have a booze version, but I have had the alcohol version of limoncello, and it was very sour. Yeah. Limoncello is hardcore. Like, straight up. You feel like it's honestly... What kind of alcohol is it? What is that? Spirit? Liqueur? I hate when people say that. It's like, it's a liqueur. Like, what the hell is a liqueur, man? I know that it's alcohol. I know it's liquor. Is that really a specific type? I don't know. I don't know about all that stuff. Something. It's got a kick though, for sure. I had that when I was in Italy, and they would like give. I mean, I'm sure. I think you guys been to Italy before, so like you probably had that out there too. But man, I will say that's pretty good. Even though it's a pretty hard kick, it's still good. It's better than like if you're drinking tequila or anything like that, for sure. It's generally associated with fidget spinners because they kind of brought that behavior in the mainstream. Don't worry about. Of course, like fizzy water, right? I can't stand that stuff. Yeah, it's like fizzy, like carbonated. Just beer, water, and juice for me. Used to love the fidget spinners. My brother offered me one the other day. Now I regret not taking it. Mostly just drum on things. When I was in, I keep talking. That's crazy how much I'm talking about Europe today. I feel like I'd like never talk about it. When I was in, I think, I was in Edinburgh or Edinburgh. There was I got a, what do you call it? A Kinder Surprise egg thing. I got one of those because they're banned in the States, and I got it was a little, it was like 5 different pieces, and you had to put them all together, and it was like a Disney like fidget spinner thing. I think I sent you the image or like a picture of that UA actually, because I remember we got into some conversation about Kinder Surprise eggs and stuff like that. How do you say it? I say mature. Do you say mature? Liqueur and mature. My liqueur is mature. Yeah, I was hesitant to use the term liquor or spirits. I don't know what it means. It has alcohol in it. I call it alcohol. Yeah. Yeah, out of there. But even my mom would drink it when I was young. Kept it in the freezer. Yeah, limoncello is pretty good. And espressos are pretty good. I never really messed with espressos very much until I went to Italy, and then now I'm a fan. But I don't do it too often. It's like some nights whenever I have like a good dinner and I'm like really full, then I'll have like a espresso and I'll put a little bit of sugar in there, and then it's good. It's good stuff. Once I cut out pop and juice, I noticed I wasn't replacing them with any water, so I ended up just buying bubbly and LaCroix just to have a can of something. I get that. Kinder Surprise. No, hell no. I was just gonna give you shit if you pronounce it like that. Okay. I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, to whatever, to each their own or whatever. But from where I'm from, it's soda and liquor. Also, where I'm from, it's a crick, not a creek. But I say creek because I'm a normal person. No, just kidding. If you say crick, it's fine. Or coyote instead of coyote, you know. There's a coyote down by the creek. Alright. I was gonna bring a bunch of Kinder Surprises to CarlCon, but then remembered it would get me detained at the border. Oh shit. Dude, the Norwegian farmer person that's coming over was asking about like bringing road snacks or like what was it? I think it was like It's basically like beef jerky, but it was like a whole freaking like leg or something of something that's like salted and like cured and all of that stuff. And I guess you cut off pieces of it or something like that, and then it's just, you know, like again, you don't have to refrigerate it or anything like that. But we're like, you probably won't make it through customs with that, so that's not gonna happen. There's a mature coyote down by the creek drinking liquor. I have heard those words before, yes. And I will say the one, I mean, like most of the pronunciations don't bother me too much, but the one that bothers me a lot, and just for some reason it gets under my skin, is pop. Saying pop or saying Coke instead of what kind of soda you want, or just saying soda. I feel like, why is soda not a normal thing? I don't understand that. Why is that not soda pop? I get it. I don't know. It's just like, come on. Come on. Can I get a Coke? Yeah, sure. What kind do you want? Huh? Pop is not too bad, but yeah, if you want a Coke and you say Coke, that's totally cool. You know? I want a Coke sometimes, like, I'll drink some Coke, you know, like, it's fine. It's fine. But like, if you say Coke, but you mean Pepsi, or you mean Dr. Pepper, or you're like, you didn't ask me what kind I wanted. What do you mean? You said Coke? It's a whole freaking company. Who's out there saying that? Jeez. I've never met anybody that does that. I've just read that happens, so I just assume that it happens somewhere. But I've never actually experienced that, so I can't really say. And maybe it's a you know, like a 20 years or 30 years, 40 years ago, that was the thing, because everybody drank Coke, I guess. But if you ask for Coke and you expect a different soda, you make no sense. Yeah. Don't make no sense. Alright, let's get back over here. Materials. Start payment. We're just gonna make another instance of this guy. This is gonna be concrete. I feel like that kind of makes sense in my brain. And then we want to pull you up. Boop. Boop. And you are gonna go right here. Right? No. You're gonna go right here. And also you're gonna go right here. Okay. Now see, this is we need to just like loop this music, because this is like the exact kind of music that I want. I don't have to worry. I haven't thought about the music at all until right now. And that's how I want it. Okay. Bring this guy back up. And for you, sir, you're gonna be bigger. 0.3. 0.3. Ooh. All right. How to fix UV. I'm UV map, Unreal Engine 5. Access the modeling mode. Back to that. I'm gonna save this. Sure, compile. So maybe, well, no, because that's the issue. This entire thing is one object. So I can't. Modeling. We're gonna model this entire. Don't make no sense. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. What are we gonna do here? Do you want the be right back loop screen with the technical difficulties, or do you just want this and I'll just turn my camera off? Surprise us. Alright. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello. I brought a pepper. Samuel. Juggle girl. She was outside of my room. I thought she was in here the whole time just sleeping. 90% of the time, she's like under the blankets, just snoozing. I'm like, where's Pepper? And then you just start pulling at the blankets, and then you just see the movement. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna make it, because I'm starting to get hungry. Gonna have some good food in the fridge to eat. I made some pulled pork the other night. And I get the pulled pork, and I get some Swiss cheese, and sweet and sour barbecue sauce. And that's like super, super good. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out. I honestly might just figure this out offline, because like there's some bigger issue that's kind of going on here that I don't really understand with Unreal. Oh, and animals spend their time under blankets. Reminds me of me. Pulled pork, yeah, I love me some pulled pork, man. And barbecue, just in general. I can also make some. I feel like people probably always say this, but I can make some very good steak. Like ribeye specifically. That's what I like making. Because I mean, it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm just so good at cooking. I'm not even really that good at cooking. It depends on what your definition of cooking is, right? Because I feel like different people mean different things. Like Nami, she can just like, and I feel like my mom kind of does this too, is that they just like freaking throw stuff in there that either they know is gonna work really, like I think Nemi is better at knowing like really what will work together very well. My mom is more just kind of like, we'll just see what happens kind of a thing. But and has like a general idea of what works well together, you know. But for me, I'm always just I will research and find a very good recipe that has a lot of good reviews, and ideally too has a comment section with other people that have made it and like give tips based off of what they've done to improve the recipe. And then I make that recipe, like I make all that stuff based off of that stuff, and from that super good, like pretty much turns out the same every time, like steak recipe. Hard to grow your brain on an empty stomach. True. Unless it's something I've done several times before, I gotta have a recipe. Yeah, it's hard to just like, oh, well, with this and this and this, and then you throw these spices in together, and then it's gonna taste like whatever. I just don't have a lot of experience, I guess, with. When I lived in Washington, in my old house, I feel like I was cooking more. But I like doing meal prep way more than I like doing straight up recipes. Because meal prep, I can make stuff on Sunday, and then when I'm living on my own, it doesn't really work like that here, but I could make my stuff on Sundays, and then it would just be like the same. I don't mind eating the same exact thing 12 days in a row. I feel like that bothers a lot of people, or bothers some people more than others, but for me, I'm like, whatever, dude. What do we do here? I don't know, man. I think maybe we will call it, and then we'll just come back, maybe, well, tomorrow I feel I need to do my freaking taxes and all this stuff. I have like actual life stuff I gotta do tomorrow morning, but I like doing this morning routine on weekdays, even though it's probably the least convenient thing out of like the least convenient time for everybody. It's the most convenient time for me because everybody here is gone. And in the evening, it's like, you know, you never know. And it's like, am I either being too loud if it's like too late, or are the dogs gonna freak out for like no reason because somebody's coming home? Just all these different things, you know. It's just bleh. Cooking is a large spectrum. I've watched a lot of Iron Chef, so I tend to just fuck with things in ways nature never intended. But I also like to follow instructions for some things, especially things in the oven. Any baking. Yeah, here it's pretty hard because I think we're like kind of high in elevation, so like our our cooking times for baking and the oven and stuff is like not normal, so it's like always a thing whenever we're making something new here. Chicken and rice for 5 days in a row is fine with me. Yeah, like I literally made a rice and beans recipe, and like when I was living in San Diego for a little bit, and I did that, and I ate that like almost every day for like a month or maybe 2 months, I don't know. But like whenever it started getting like really boring, then I would get, and it was off of a frugal, literally like a frugal website or something. I was really trying to save some money and make some money, you know. But I was also like looking at getting my place in Washington, so it was like finances was a big thing for me at that point. But yeah, whenever I started kind of getting bored of the rice and beans, I would get Frank's hot sauce, and then I would hit that on there, and then that was good. And then when I got bored of that, I would get bread, and then I would put it on bread, and then Frank's hot sauce, and then it would be like a sandwich. It was like not just rice and beans, it was like rice and beans and mushrooms and that Chinese chili paste stuff that's super spicy, that like is like literally just Chinese, like on the label or on the, it's like a plastic container. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, all that stuff kind of together, and it's not bad. It's pretty good on its own, but yeah, it definitely gets old. But then you throw that Frank's hot sauce, that's all right. Usually home during the day if I'm working from home. Oh, nice. Good point about the altitude. Yeah, it's that you're crop dusting around. No, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I'm weird sometimes that it's like, sometimes that's kind of something like, I can eat Taco Bell and my stomach will be like totally chill, but then I'm like crazy sensitive to stuff that like I just still don't understand. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in my stomach. But like there's like this vegetable lasagna stuff at like Walmart, for example, that like, because I obviously like I can't do no red sauce, like that's just it's too much for me. But the white sauce, I was like, maybe I'm cool with just white sauce, and then that was where I would get the vegetable lasagna because it was white. But then that started giving me indigestion and acid reflux and all that stuff. So it was just like, I'm just weird. It's really what it comes down to, is I'm weird. I wasn't crop dusting everyone. Okay. If I needed to, I would leave or something. I would not. Come on. I started mixing Ghost and or Scotch bonnet pepper sauce into mayo now to make wild spicy. Like ghost pepper sauce and I've never even heard of Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. But I don't know, that sounds kind of crazy. Making some good old sauces. Alright, yeah, I think that we'll probably call it. And I don't know when I'm going to be back on, but I like doing this specifically. So hopefully next week in the weekdays, I'll be streaming around these times, and then this will just be a normal thing. Because that's what I want to do. I want to be streaming normal. So let's just move back over to my main face. All you're going to see is my face. Yeah. But they're both good. I think Scotch bonnet is from the habanero. I like me some habanero. It can be really spicy sometimes, but I do like me some habanero. Ghost pepper stuff, I don't think I've tried a lot of ghost pepper stuff. Just because I'm scared. But I've heard it's alright, you know. I found making a red pasta sauce from like canned tomatoes. It was way too acidic. So I started adding sugar and it cut the acid away. No idea if that's a thing, but I found adding sugar to pasta sauce makes it so much better if it's basic sauce. Interesting. Fancy bottle ones have it added in, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I need to start experimenting. But for now, I'm not. And I'm just gonna eat the thing I know is really good. Because it is really good. And have enough for it for like a week, probably. I probably need to freeze some of it, so. But, I don't know. I want to make some rice and have pork and rice. It'd be good too. Yeah, it was good seeing you guys too. And thanks for everybody else that hung out. I appreciate the company. I feel like I did better today with like talking than I have for a while, so hopefully we can kind of keep this up. Yeah, we'll just kind of call it here. I don't have anybody specifically to write into, so yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Hopefully, at least I'll be back up by like Tuesday next week. But yeah, see you guys. I don't know what scene I'm gonna go to. I don't want it to end on my face. We're just gonna go black.